Breakfast. Oh. Day 2. Actually, slept pretty good and all that stuff, everything. So get me my Pop-Tart. And yeah, today I definitely going to get a standoff mountain. I'll probably try to go a little past that or whatnot, but it should be a good day. Anyways, me eating all that stuff, I'll show you my tent setup. I didn't feel like doing it last night. Alright, see you in a bit. So that's the trail. And then I just can't ride up here. Have no idea what the mountain is. It's more like a hill anyways. Couldn't find out the name. So they're going to name it Fallen Orange Mountain. Well, 7:05 in the morning. Time to say goodbye to Fallen Orange Mountain and head on the trail and make my way to the river. I did not see this last night when I got it. I only watched 30 seconds. Beautiful. Well, I made it to the river and I need to get all the way to that white marker. So got the river, right? And then look like there's a standing water over there. Hopefully that's not too deep. But this doesn't look bad. Just gotta take my time. Alright, let me get ready. Well, made it across. Didn't take that long because I kept my shoes on. Just roll up my pants. And you're supposed to pretty much kind of drive fast or whatnot. I'll wring out my socks and might have to do that every once in a while. So I might have to invest in some good water shoes if I do major water crossing again. But it was the riverbed was a bunch of slippery rocks, and I was able to do it with my shoes. I could not do it with those flip-flops, so this was a better choice. Otherwise I would have fell. Alright, let me get started on this and then head up the trail. So it's been raining off and on. This is still the trail going up the first mountain after the river. And because it's been raining, these plants are getting my legs soaked walking through them and everything. And just came from there. Very interesting. Once I get a good view, I'll show y'all. Once I get a top, I getting close to the top. Hopefully there's a good view up there. Alright, see you up the trail. Well, been at it for about an hour 45 minutes. And I got to the trailhead. So if you go down that way, that leads to Wolf Pit parking lot. Most people, when they do this tour, that's where this trail, that's where they park and all that stuff, everything. Of course, I park in a different area and all that stuff and everything. So I'm not going to go down there and then come home. That would just be stupid. But I'm on my way to Shortoff Mountain. Going to take a breather, fill up my water, all that stuff, everything. Oh, and then I'll show you something real quick. So I'm trying something new. A lot of times when I go trails, there's a portion of it where a day I might not have water, or 2 days. And I already bring a lot of water with me that I basically have that I keep filling up for the whole thing. To change it, while there was plenty of water, I had my 2 bottles there and all that stuff, and then of course my one right there. And then also I bought this little water packet, all that stuff. So far it's doing good and all that stuff. I use it to filter my water bottles and everything, but that's my backup. So going up this mountain, I went ahead and filled that sucker up with dirty water, and I filter in my other ones when I run out and everything. So just trying something new. Instead of have a bunch of bottles with me, have a collapsible one that when I need a lot of extra water, I can just fill that up and put it in the pocket. Alright, pretty soon. Go ahead and drink some water, relax for a second. Then I'll head up the mountain. See you up the trail. I'm not even at the top yet. My God. I lost GPS signal, so I'm not exactly sure where I am on the trail. But basically, I came from there all the way up here. But, oh my God. Well, that's why I actually brought protection on this trip. Cool beans. So I finally got my GPS back. I already passed Standoff Mountain. I didn't know it. But I'm gonna continue on the trail, I guess. So it's almost 1 o'clock, and I found a rock I could sit on. It's actually kind of comfy. So I'm going to eat some lunch real quick on all that stuff and head off. To be honest with you, I think I could actually finish the trip before nightfall, but I'm not going to do that. I pack all this stuff, everything. I'm going to spend another night, so I'll make it a 2-nighter, but it's definitely not a 3-nighter. Anywho, let me get some food in my belly, all that stuff, relax for a little bit, and I'll see you up the trail. The original barbecue should be good. I decided to call it quits early because I made really good timing today. I only got 1 mountain left, then I'll be on my way home. It's either that or make it to the top of the mountain, then debate of just walking an hour or two to my car. So I decided to go ahead and be comfortable. I don't know if y'all can hear this, but what the fuck? I'm gonna have to find that bird to shoot it. Jesus Christ. It'll be a long night. Go to bed! Damn. Well, I'm all packed and everything. It is 7:45-ish or whatnot. So I'll put on my pack and start heading up the trail. Go to the chimneys and everything. But yeah, I just had to go up. Good long ways. I can see it through the trees. I'm not going to show you because it's really hard to see through the trees. But yeah, that's going to be quite a climb. But I just got to get up there, check on some sights, and head down for a little bit. Then I'm done for the day. Don't know how long it would take me, everything like that, but it's day 3 on the Linville Gorge All You Got Trail loop thing. And yeah, let me go ahead and get started. I'm tired from that damn freaking bird, so we'll see how that goes. See you up the trail. As I'm about to go back on the trail now. I try to put on my pack, and my body say it's now time for Operation Brown. So I had to go deep in the woods. Let's make my way back. All done with that thing. There's the trail. I haven't gone 30 minutes yet, but I had to show y'all this. I got 1.5 miles left of this climb, and I'm going up those. I'm going to make it, obviously. It's bright and sunny today, so that's going to kind of suck. But it's going to be fun. They had it for like 55 minutes, almost an hour. And I'm getting there. It's actually not that hard, other than the sun blazing. They actually have switchbacks on this trail. I'll start my final climb. That would be an awesome camping spot. Oh, pat scrapey. Getting close to my final climb and everything, to the tallest point on this trail. And there's a nice shady spot right here with the wind blowing. I'm cooling down and all that stuff, everything. I'm going to take my time, drink some water, relax for a smidget, make my final climb, and then it's basically all downhill from there to my car. The views here are amazing. I borderline think it's probably more amazing than when I did the Triple Crown in Virginia and everything loop. So yeah, and the climb so far hasn't been that bad. Triple Crown I think was worse than this. Other than sometimes you gotta think about where the trail is and all that stuff, everything. Other than that, it wasn't really bad to get to this point. We'll see how it goes. Just a smidget more to the highest point, but drink some water and continue on and see you up the trail. So I made a table rock parking area, and it's closed between the restaurants and stuff. That would be cool, because to get to this parking lot, there Hurricane Helene, major landslide, took out the road and everything. They haven't repaired it yet. Hopefully they will, but because they haven't, there really wasn't a lot of people here. Pretty sure if this was open, there would be a lot of people at the Chimneys and stuff. Well, on my way up the trail. So, it's supposed to go this way. That's on my tracker. But then that is to the summit. That's not on my direction. It's probably only like a half of a mile. But you know what? I'm not going to take the detour. And the reason why I decided not to take it is this area is so beautiful. I want to come back and I want to be surprised later. So maybe they opened up that parking lot. I'll come over here and see a sunset or something. But I'm going to head on down. It was a beautiful trip. Anything cool, I'll let y'all know. If not, I'll see you at my car. Well, it didn't even take me an hour to get to my car, so maybe I should have did that, you know. But I think I'll come back anyways and stuff. I was getting kind of nervous on water because this is all I have left. Even after I didn't drink anything on the way down or whatnot. I wasn't sure how long it was take. I was going to take a break after an hour, but I didn't even make it an hour and all that stuff. But yeah, there's really no water up there at all, and so I'm glad I took double the amount once I fill up and all that stuff and everything. But that hike actually was not that bad. I feel good and all that stuff and everything. It can be hard for some or whatnot, but there were hard parts or whatnot, but the trail itself wasn't that bad. Navigation in the gorge, though, that was the worst part of it. The gorge along the river was actually the worst part of it. But once you were on the mountain and sea trail, all that stuff, it wasn't bad at all. Anywho, going to get in my car and start heading home. See you up on the trail on the next one.